Welcome to the CUNA News Weekly Wrap-up for December 4th through the 8th. It's hard to believe, but the first week of December is already in the books. We're focusing on marketing in December and start by profiling Colleen DeSalle, the 2023 CUNA Marketing and Business Development Council Lifetime Achievement Award winner, and learning about how my credit union in Bloomington, Minnesota reacted to veterans' needs and created a cornhole tournament fundraiser. Deputy Editor Bill Merrick was out in Las Vegas providing coverage from the 2023 Supervisory Committee and Internal Audit Conference. Finally, listen in on the CUNA News Podcast and learn about a credit union connection to the Pearl Harbor attack in 1941. Here we go. Credit unions are a family tradition for Colleen DeSalle, Chief Marketing Officer at $450 million asset CSE Federal Credit Union in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Her grandfather, one of the earliest members of the credit union, established her as a member when she was 12 years old and got her first job at the credit union as a part-time teller after she graduated from college in 1993. She's now the Chief Marketing Officer and was named the CUNA Marketing and Business Development Council's 2023 Lifetime Achievement Award winner. It's been a part of my family history, she says. I consider myself fourth generation, and we're expanding that with my grandchild being a new member here. I'm excited about what credit unions offer and why I work here. One of the things credit unions are known for is incorporating concern for the community into their marketing efforts. Todd Bartison has always had a passion for veterans issues and shared it with the team on his first day of work at my credit union in Bloomington, Minnesota. One day he had a conversation with the veteran who shared his story of serving in the Gulf War and dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder and a suicide attempt. That sparked the creation of the Fall Classic Cornhole Invitational Tournament, a 120-team event that benefited Minnesota veterans. With an event like this, you put out the word and people are willing to help, says Bartison, VP of Marketing at the $396 million asset credit union. It's a safe place to have camaraderie. We don't promote any product and we don't have a booth. Just play cornhole and have fun. The inaugural tournament garnered several national and state marketing awards, including 2 CUNA Marketing and Business Development Council Diamond Awards. Now, let's go to Las Vegas and the 2023 Supervisory Committee and Internal Audit Conference. Deputy Editor Bill Merrick sent dispatches back from Las Vegas. CUNA Chief Economist Mike Schenk says slowing labor market growth bodes well for inflation, and as a result, he foresees a generally improving outlook for the economy. Bill also spoke with Tim Harrington, president of Team Resources, about how to attract like-minded supervisory committee members.
Knowing your purpose and having a purpose helps attract people who are attracted to that purpose. Coming to work for free for a non-for-profit financial institution doesn't turn a lot of people on. But coming to work for a non-for-profit financial institution that's doing something worthwhile in my community, that's pretty easy to sell. And so purpose-based organizations inspire, and they inspire future volunteers. So if they have a purpose, get it clearly identified, get your 30-second elevator speech down, and go out and look for people who are interested in that purpose.
This week on the CUNA News Podcast, hear from Ryan Donovan, who returns to give us an update on the FHFA report on the FHLB and how this will affect credit unions. Hear a snippet of the episode now and listen to all podcast episodes on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
There's a recommendation, and they're actually pretty relevant to credit unions, that would expand the types of collateral that small credit unions under $1 billion or so, and CDFIs can pledge when they borrow from us. Basically, what the agency is recommending to Congress here is that they expand what's called the community financial institution definition to include CDFIs and credit unions.
Now, over to Alex McVeigh, Senior Editor of Public Affairs Communications, for a look at what's happening in Washington, D.C.
CUNA and NAFCU wrote several joint comment letters this week. They sent a letter to the White House expressing concerns with the CFPB's attempts to circumvent the rulemaking process through informal guidance. CUNA and NAFCU oppose the Bureau's regulation by enforcement approach to policy and call on the CFPB to propose clear regulations pursuant to the Administrative Procedure Act. The Bureau's recent reliance on blog posts, guidance, and even court filings denies stakeholders the chance to participate in the notice and comment process mandated by law. CUNA and NAFCU also wrote to a House subcommittee highlighting the role credit unions play in helping working families achieve homeownership. The letter illustrates the clear life of loan savings realized at credit unions compared to other lenders, savings that are more pronounced the lower the credit score of the borrower. Check out these and the latest from This Week in DC at news.cuna.org.
Thanks, Alex. Pearl Harbor was attacked 82 years ago on December 7th, 1941. During the attack, P.W. Eldred, the former treasurer of Hawaiian Air Depot Federal Credit Union on the island of Oahu, was killed when he attempted to save the credit union's records that were located in the office at Hickam Army Airfield. The credit union's office was demolished when a bomb destroyed the hangar it was located in. Eldred was one of more than 2,400 American service members and civilians who were killed during the attack. That's it for this week's wrap-up. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend. To stay up to date on these stories and more, subscribe to Credit Union Magazine, visit news.cuna.org, and listen to the CUNA News Podcast at news.cuna.org/podcasts. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the description for links to everything discussed in this video.